Just days after the first Republican presidential debate, candidates are on the campaign trail this weekend with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, the two contenders closest to Donald Trump in the polls, though still trailing badly, visiting Iowa. Their moment on stage at the debate was eclipsed this week by the spectacle of a former president of the United States being booked, complete with a mugshot, on 13 criminal charges in Georgia. Chuck Todd is NBC's political director and moderator of Meet the Press. Chuck, good morning. It's good to see you. So you had this extraordinary split screen where on Wednesday night you had a debate stage with 8 Republican candidates minus the frontrunner Donald Trump. The next day, he is getting booked into a jail in Fulton County, Georgia, on these charges of tampering with the election there. What is your sense of how this plays out? Did anybody break through in any way on the stage? And then part two is, does it even matter when the frontrunner is up by 20, 30, 40 points, depending on your poll?
Well, let me start with the first one on the debate. I think there was an interesting tell by the candidate behavior on the debate, and that is how much Trump is in their heads and frustrates them. Because most of the candidates directed their fire at Vivek Ramaswamy. And you might say, why did they do that? He's not second. He's not first. But he was the most Trumpy on the stage. And in the way that you might punch a couch cushion because you're frustrated, they're all frustrated dealing with Trump. So they found ways to go after Ramaswamy on issues that they'd love to go after Trump on, but they haven't really felt they don't know how to do it, right? Whether it's on Ukraine, whether it's on some of the odd foreign policy positions that the two of them share. But the decision to sort of let DeSantis alone, I think, is one of those that they may question in a few months. But the second part of your question is this idea. I think one of the things that we messed up in 2016 collectively was a failure of imagination in believing Donald Trump could win. And it became conventional wisdom that he couldn't win. Well, we're creating this conventional wisdom that he can't lose this Republican primary. And all I would say is the next 6 months, there are so many unknowns that we should be very careful here making these assumptions. Already, we may find out tomorrow that the pieces of the Georgia trial start this year, and that gets laid out, and all of these things. So I just think look, I think these troubles certainly overshadowed him. But I'm not as convinced this is going to be the smooth sailing for him as the Trump campaign's trying to say. And it's possible Ron DeSantis got lucky in this debate by not getting piled on, and he may end up looking stronger in a few months.
We'll see. As you say, there's a lot of legal trouble ahead for the former president. We'll see if it impacts him in this primary. Chuck, thanks so much. We, of course, will look for more this morning on Meet the Press when Chuck is joined by Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders and the aforementioned Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.